Good morning, everybody. This is Christy from the Be the Light YouTube channel. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. Today is August the 20th. And today I just kind of want to fill you guys in at where we are in terms of our light body activation and how much more we have to go. And also give you an idea of the symptoms that you may be experiencing. And a few messages that I have. First, I want to express that I am very sensitive this morning in terms of emotions. I woke up a little, I want to say a little agitated, but not agitated. I felt a little, I'll just stick with agitated. I have been experiencing both left and right side headaches, tenderness, discomfort. And so yesterday was more so the left. Today it switched and now it's the right. I have been experiencing the right side of my hip and back, the front of the abdomen, the side and the back, tightness and discomfort, and for the past 3 days, I believe. Yesterday began with, again, and a lot of other people are experiencing this stuff, that's why I'm expressing this to you, leg discomfort, pins and needles, tenderness when walking, that type of sensation, indigestion, a little bit yesterday and a little bit this past week. I also, not yesterday, but the previous night, had a small sense of fear. I mean, it was so small and insignificant that I barely noticed it. But through my awareness, I did acknowledge it. And I also know that means that I'm about to make that next jump where my lessons have been learned and I'm ready to receive something. There is an emotion that you will have that is your greatest emotion that you have possibly in your human self form prior to your awareness of your awakening has controlled you. Mine has been fear. It doesn't matter what it was fear. Mostly fear type of boogeyman stuff. Fear, and that's the kind that I felt a few nights ago. Like something was out to get me type of fear. So if you want to, comment below what your controlling emotion is or has been. And that will be the emotion that from here on out, if you are not aware of it, will be the sign that you are about to take that next level. About to. It might not come within the next day or 2 days, but it's going to be really close to that time. And I've also been experiencing inner ear changes, frequencies, deep inner ear frequencies. And I'm trying to make sure. My hands have been a little sensitive. And so for 2 nights I have seen a spirit, and the spirit was inside of an egg-shaped cone or a sphere. This is the Merkaba, and it was activating and spinning so fast that it looks like a cone or a sphere in itself. And something caught my awareness about that. That the Pleiades, I believe, are a part of the species of light beings that have helped create this Merkaba for us. Don't quote me on that. I did watch the video a while back, and I am trying to recall. So I know I have been in connection with the Pleiades, the Arcturians, on top of it, and other beings, including Christ, Mother Mary, and Gaia as well, and other beings that I'm not mentioning because I haven't continued that connection. I think that was an opening to where I will be headed out in the future. So again, I did see the activation of the Merkaba yesterday. So it's been 2 times this week, and this is, and bear with me because of my headache, or this tenderness in my head. I'm a little slow. We're still in the 10th level of light body activation. Still, I haven't really mentioned what level of light body activation that we are in a long time. I think the last time I did it when we were in the threefold flame, which was a part of the 9th level. So it's great that I am doing this. And the 10th level of your light body activation is mostly about your Merkaba, getting it in alignment, and spinning in its proper function, and allowing your field to connect to the field of all. And this is where you connect more with the Space Brotherhood, the Ascended Masters, and I think this is when, after we have to learn first about a lot of things in order to receive. It's that learning process that tells us we are ready. I know we are working on receiving our higher self. That's the purpose of this, knowing who we are. And I said I am emotional today. I feel I am crying today. Because I'm about to remember something. I don't know what it is. My awareness doesn't know what it is, but my spirit does. My soul knows. And I am already in the advanced part of knowing without knowing. So I think that we have to complete, like our Merkaba needs to be completely functioning and rotating properly. I mean, that it proves that we are our strength when it is activated, aligned, rotating, and working. This is when, after we are completed with this. We have when we can decide after this in conjunction in we decide by speaking with Source on what we are going to be doing. Do we continue on as a light worker here on this earth plane? Or do we go back home? But when you hit that 11th level, you are acting on your God-like self as the Godhead of who you are, because you have now connected fully and are in alignment fully with your Source. And so my morning message was this morning. It's just around the corner. I saw the Merkaba activation and heard it's just around the corner. And that's why I'm also mentioning my sensitivity this morning. I am in the early stages of remembering, or I am on the cusp of remembrance. And, keep in mind, I might be on the cusp, or I might speak about it, and you might be on the cusp and feel that it's just right there around the corner. Maybe a day, maybe two, maybe a week, maybe a month. But you have to remember, there's still a lesson here, regardless of what is being expressed today. If something comes up in our timeline, in our reality, and it's necessary for us to understand it in order to move forward as our light being self, higher self, God-like self, we have to learn it. And therefore it means that we'll have a little bit more to go. So if you're giving a time frame, which is why time or expecting things to be completed at a certain time frame can leave you judgmental about things, will also leave you in that negative mindset of, I'm never going to get there. Or what I'm doing isn't worthy enough because I'm being told one thing and it's not until the next. Leave things open. Be excited about where you currently are. Take in information as best as you can without it, making you have an expectation or an attachment to it. It's okay to get excited. Am I excited today? I don't feel it. I don't feel excited. Like I said though, I'm kind of sad. Sad, happy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I am not expecting to have myself tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen. Or I don't know if it's next week, next month. All I know is that if I keep going, that's what's going to happen. If I stay true and dedicated, that is what's going to happen. When will my true life begin? I call that my true life really begins when I step into the shoes that God gave me, that I denied myself all of my life. It is not now. I am truly enjoying my life. I feel completely free, liberated, at peace. But I know when I step into those golden shoes, everything is going to completely change, even more than what I'm experiencing now. And the question is, can you handle that? God is preparing us for everything we've ever wanted. And although we might have everything right now, we might have a beautiful relationship, we might have great family who support us, we might have the ability to have whatever we want. But we know through this process it's been very difficult. We have lost some people. We have struggled, sacrificed, and lost more than anything we could imagine. Yet there's been a handful or 2 handfuls of people and great things that have stuck around. Yet, and still in this process, we are prepared, or supposed to be prepared, to lose it all. What if you lose everything you have to gain your true self and your purpose? Can you handle that? If you are uncertain about it, if there's a doubt or a pain and stabbing in your heart, you're going to have a little more to go. So I wanted to get this video out to you real quick. And I am also going to do kind of information about the dimensions and how it relates to what we're going through. It'll take me a little bit of time to get all this together, and also kind of explain maybe some of the things that you might be experiencing that are kind of weird. I want to give you some insight on that, and so I will end this video just asking you to truly reflect within. Answer those questions that I put out there. Are you really ready? Because it's going to come a time when you really have to decide if it's necessary for you to go on this path alone. Can you do it? Has your foundation has it been built up to hold you up when everything else falls to pieces? I'm not talking about world events. Your reality. If your reality were to fall to pieces, if everyone were to just move away and everything, and you were asked to just pick up and go, could you do that? God has always been asking us that exact question since the beginning of our awakening process. When people judged us, when our families disliked what we were doing and saying, were you choosing love still then? Or were you pushing the world away? I chose love. I chose faith. I had so many people who wanted to just take off. My mind, in my pain, wanted me to fight for it. You know, kind of like trying to convince them of something. I kind of took a step back and just said, no, I am just going to choose love. And love is letting them make their own choices. I chose faith, and faith is allowing whatever happens to happen and knowing that everything is going to be okay. And in doing those two things there, things didn't fall apart like I had originally thought they might. Had I fought more for it, had I said, no, don't be upset, don't think I'm crazy, this is, and you're wrong, I'm right. If I had done that, I would have really pushed the people who were meant to be in my life away. God will always show you what's true when you stop that pause that He's been talking about here lately, especially, and reflect in love. Choose faith in knowing that everything is going to be okay. And give love in all situations. And all truth will always be revealed. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.